years of the Sulfura, let's get another 4 Gore ISSIP.
Wow! Hiya! Hello, hello! Wow! I know, right? 4 years is wild. I can't believe. Bro, yo, you 2 years, 5 months. Oh my god, it's been 2 years. You've been here for 2 years. 2 years in the basement. How do you feel? What do you think? What do you guys think? 4 years and what do we feel like we've changed in the past few years? I think a lot of the world has changed. But yeah, hiya. Hello Serenity, congratulations on first. Hello Quack, hi Duck, welcome. Hi Gore, thank you for the 4 years. Congratulations on the 48-month streak. That's insane. That's insane. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, is that the ghost twerking? Oh my god, that's amazing. But yeah, hello. Like I was saying to Serenity and to the rest of y'all in chat, yeah, I got some shit to yap about, y'all. I did some very interesting things over the weekend. Your girl did some things. So I'm like, I don't really yap much, so I figured we can yap a little bit. Before we resume the usual schedules of Infinity Nikki. Actually, you know what? Knowing this game, I'm gonna open it and then watch it have an update. I'm gonna watch it have an update, and I'll talk through the entire update. And you'll notice that I'm on a PNG model right now. We're trying to go for the most limited graphic level so my computer doesn't break. Yeah, we don't even have Steam open or anything like that. It's literally just the bare minimum. So hopefully that works. But yeah. Okay, so here, let me check for game updates. I feel like that's gonna happen. Okay, we are running the latest version. We're gonna open it and we're just gonna see if it dies or not. But I will start with my yapping. Okay. So where do I start? So I've kind of hinted at this a little bit. You know, a little bit about a so-and-so. Is this when, I guess at the end of for a 4-year anniversary, I guess we can expose it a little bit. Fio's got a bit of a special someone, and so we were celebrating our 1-year anniversary on Sunday. Yeah. And so that's basically like the theme of the 2 things that I got to do on Sunday. Hi Florn, hello. So basically, our plan was we were gonna go to this thing called Arcadia Earth, which was kind of like a 3D installation sort of thing on like last week. We were trying to go to that last week, but because of the snow, we had to move it to this week because last week was real bad. Like, I'm talking taking 15 minutes to back out of the driveway because the snow is so thick that the car tires, even with winter tires, do not have any traction. No traction whatsoever. You know, hold on. I should get some water if I'm going to do a yapping session. 1 second. Okay, I'm back with a whole new bottle of water in the Sophia branded water bottle. No, okay, so we were planning to do this anniversary thing last week, but we didn't. Mostly because, yeah, snow, tires, traction, like literally driving in and out of like this in one spot. For 15 minutes before finally getting some sort of grip to get out of the driveway. So we moved it to this past weekend, I should say. And so it was consisting of two events. One is Arcadia Earth, which is an art installation sort of thing. And after that was Animal, which is a kind of Western vibe style steakhouse. So I guess I'll start with Arcadia first. Basically, it's kind of in the same area. It's basically like downtown Toronto. Yeah, it's literally called Animal, but without the A. A-N-I-M-L. You'll notice how these two kind of ended up being a bit ironic because well, you'll see. So Arcadia Earth, it's in this place called The Well, which is a place I highly recommend people go to visit. It's like a very trendy area right now. It's essentially an outdoor shopping mall. So like there are like glass roofs, essentially, sort of like coverings, as you walk into the mall, and it's one of those unique experiences where when you go into a mall, you expect it to be all indoor. This was mostly all outdoor, but the shops are like inside, and there's like 3 levels to it, and you can either take an elevator to get to all 3 levels, or you can like take the stairs. The first time I went, we kind of went just as like, oh, let's go to it. Not often do we go to a shopping mall to like actually explore the mall. I used to be that kind of person, not that much anymore because I'm a shut-in. But but this one was unique enough that it was kind of worth the trip just to see what it's like. So it's not unlike your typical shopping mall. Like you have your clothing stores, you have like fragrance shops, candle shops, you have a whole food court area. There's like a Starbucks, you know, like whatever you usually typically find in a mall, it is in there. You can find it there. It's just that when you walk out of a store, it's just like now you're like outside-ish, kinda. But without like, oh, if it's raining, you're like, oh, you don't think like, oh, I can't go to the mall because they have a covering. I don't know if that is like helps explain what it means for like an outdoor shopping mall, but I hope that kind of explains it a little bit. So Arcadia Earth is at this mall. Arcade, but not the video game kind. Unfortunately, is more so like an art gallery than anything else. So we go in to Arcadia. They take our name, we drop off our jackets. First thing they tell us is like, oh, we have an app for you to specifically explore the whole area. If you have an Android phone, sorry, it doesn't work with Android. It only works with iPhones. But if you don't have an iPhone, that's fine. We have tablets that you can borrow to explore the whole thing, to take photos and send to an email and whatever. Okay? So we do that. We get the tablet. And the first thing we're greeted by is sort of like an introduction type of room that talks about the conservation of like sea turtles in the water. You'll notice like the whole theme surrounds like conservation. And so the first one's like more about like water under the sea type of thing. So okay, it's the whole room is filled with or like kind of painted over by like water type of vibes. Like there's like bubbles everywhere, there's like jellyfish and stuff, and so they have like these unique circular emblems where you're supposed to take the iPad and it like automatically is on camera mode or like VR mode sort of, where you take the iPad and you hover it over the little emblem, and then a kind of like 3D immersive type of thing shows up. So for example, like one of them was of a sea turtle. So you hover the iPad over the sea turtle, and then a actual 3D sea turtle would kind of lift up from the emblem and kind of swim around in the air-ish. I mean, like when you're looking at through the iPad, it kind of looks like it's swimming through the air. Yeah, they do have an aquarium tunnel. So it's basically kind of like that. Yeah, AR, that's it. That's a better way to say it, not VR, sorry. AR experience. And so that's kind of like the running theme for this place. In order to interact with stuff, you need to take the iPad, find the little emblems, hover over it. Sometimes it's just like, cool 3D animation stuff. Other times, they have these little buttons that they tell you to touch, to be like, oh, when you touch the bubble, then a little factoid bubble comes up. And then you learn more about the thing that they're talking about. So the first one was just kind of like underwater sea stuff. The second one was a bit more like, I'm trying to remember the sequence. I know there was the one with like the ropes that was to showcase like the amount of pollution that goes into the water. There was one that was like, there was quite a few rooms that like it was clear that they had projectors everywhere, and so it was projecting on the floor, on the walls, to kind of make it seem like you're in this virtual environment sort of thing. One of them was about microplastics. One was like educating about microplastics, about how like, oh, you should actually buy less instead of recycle more, as a way to eliminate your microplastic waste, like generating. Like if you don't want to generate so much microplastic, it's better to buy less than it is to just be like, oh, if I buy more but like I recycle, then that's okay, right? It's like, No, actually, you should probably buy less instead of being like, oh, I need to. Well, I'm gonna buy and then recycle, and then that kind of as if to think it cancels it out. Um. Oh my God, Sin. Wait. Oh my God. Okay. 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 안녕. 잘 지내고 있어? 지내고 있어? 지내. Wait, is that like, how are you? Or like, is you good? Are you good? I might be translating that bad. I know we have, the teacher will say, 잘 지내요. She says that to us at the beginning of every class. 잘 지내요. And you're like, 네, 잘 지내요. Or you can be like, 아니요. And then, up. 잘 지내없어? No, I forgot. I forgot how to say no. It became a robotic response where when she says it, I'm like, oh God, how do I respond? And I just kind of end up repeating what she says. But yeah, 잘 지내요. I am doing good. Hi, Sin. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm currently yapping about a little experience I had over the weekend. So feel free to stay if you would like to hear me yap, or if you want me to play if you're watching me to play Infinity Nikki, that'll probably happen in maybe come back in half an hour. We'll see if I get to finish my yapping in an hour. But yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle are in that order for a reason. That's a good point. That is a really good point. Yeah. So, what else? There was like the aquarium tunnel, which Serenity was talking about earlier. Yes, that was one of them. So basically, when you go into this tunnel, essentially the panels of the tunnel are LCD panels, and the way that they designed it was that so these panels are essentially like videos that are all connected together so that it forms like a bigger screen. It's like kind of like a curved screen type of thing. And so the way that they did it was to kind of make it seem like you are in it feels kind of like a rocket or like a time capsule, because it would have a video of like these, like an opening and closing of a container. It kind of feels like you're inside a container that's opening and closing from like the top half. And so every time it'll close and then it'll open and then there will be like a new scene. So first it starts off like with being underwater. So then it's like, oh, there's like the beluga whale, there's like the dolphin, there's like the sea turtle and the fish and the tuna. And like they tell you the population, their habitat, like the kind of seasons and things that is related to the animal. And then it would close. So the container thing would close and then it would open again. And then now you're like in a forest. And so there's like a black bear, there's like moose, there's like ducks, there's trout, and kind of talking about the habitat, and how it is meant to like, oh, each animal plays a part in keeping the habitat healthy and growing. Like there was one about like the trout and being like, oh, the trout is being caught by the bear and enables this ecosystem to thrive. It's basically sort of more facts about that kind of stuff. And then I think the third final one was like a field. So you got like deer, you got caribou, you got like the birds, like eagles and stuff. So it kind of like was essentially like a little, and you kind of felt like you were like shrunk into like a really small thing, because like when you saw the black bear or any of the like big animals, it wasn't like you're seeing it at a distance. It's like their face is like enlarged. It's like huge. So you're like, oh my God, kind of like, oh my God, we've been shrunk into like little tiny ants. And this is how an ant sees a bear, which is a huge ass head. And like, oh, the mouth and the nose is like getting closer as it's sniffing. And you're like, oh God, it's kind of a little invasive. Even though you're like, oh, you register, oh, it's a screen, you know, I'm still safe. But at the same time, it's still kind of a cool immersion type of experience. Yeah, it's doing like the literal real ass sniffer type thing. So there's that. And then, yeah, there was a room with like a lot of rope kind of tied into, like they're left kind of along the sides with mirrors to make the room seem a lot bigger than it really is, and also a little disorienting. And also like they were like tied in a specific, like a lot of rope being tied and like really thick into like these big bunches of like trash. Like I get their point is to say that like all these fishing nets have been all turned into this installation to show, look at all the trash that gets collected in the sea. You know, you're like a beach ball, you have like, you know, water bottles and plastic and all this kind of stuff, to kind of make you like face the idea of, look at all this trash that the human population has put into the water. Maybe we hear it and we don't really know what that actually means. And so it's like to show us, oh, here, let's give you a visual representation of what that actually looks like, what that actually means, but kind of presented in a more pretty way. And there were like swings, sort of, which I thought was kind of funny for them to put in there. Like with cushions and everything, like you could just sit there and kind of swing back and forth a little bit. Those ones didn't have the trash. But you know, otherwise, you know, that was basically that point for that room. There was another one that was a honey room that was like, so this one they used aroma, not therapy, aroma, what's it called? They're using the scent to show you what is the process of making honey. Did you take pictures? I did not. I felt kind of awkward holding the iPad as it was. Like, it was also, the audio was really loud, and I was trying to be conscious of people around me. Like, I'll say some people, I'm not gonna name anybody, I don't know their names anyway, but like, I'm just gonna say some of the people that we went into these rooms with, a little bit inconsiderate, and I guess they didn't realize like the iPad would be so loud. I was already frantically trying to turn down the audio, and we're like, you know, hovering the iPad over these emblems and trying to listen to what the video's telling me and stuff, but it was still kind of like trying to, I think maybe they should have done like one by one, or like maybe not do it where the iPad is like literally a speaker. Yeah, like, or headphones even. Yeah, that probably would have been a better idea, to go with headphones, because I was like, I feel bad making it this loud. And in certain rooms, it's not just the iPad has a speaker that's speaking at you, like the room itself also is like a whole ass video thing that's playing, even though it's like, you know, on the ceiling, on the walls, and on the floor. It kind of gave a conflicting like a audio conflicting experience, because you're like, I'm hearing the room and I'm also trying to listen to the video or the audio on the iPad, and I was just like, oh god, this is a little overwhelming. This is overwhelming as hell. But yeah, I think that part they probably could have improved upon, but otherwise, yeah. I think the honey room was kind of cool. They used paper to make like these roses decorations on the walls to kind of represent honeycombs that the bees would make. Um, and then it's like they call it smell-o-vision. So like there's all these like uh installations of big ass noses on one end, and so they're kind of carved. So on what you see is the nose, but then if you walk past it and go behind it, it's kind of actually been carved out, and there's like a aroma oil thing that's pushing out this scent of different things. So one was manure that I was like, oh god, this smells so bad, which I guess was the point. There was one that was like of flowers. There was one of field harvest was another one, and then the final one was like honey is what the bees that they produce, the honey that they produce, which I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if I really needed to know what manure smelled like though. Pretty sure I could have done without that one. But otherwise like, you know, the flowers and the harvest was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty awesome. And again, like they all had like these little cards beside them to kind of give you factoids about honey and the production process and bees and the circle of life. And you'll notice, like Florence said it right earlier, the bear eats the trout eats the bear, cycle of life kind of thing. Yeah, it's essentially that's kind of their whole theme is like, oh, it's like a whole cycle, and we're part of this process to keep the earth growing and nurturing, and you know, we help the animals that the animals can help us in return, that kind of thing. Um, let's see, I already talked about the microplastics room. What else? Oh, yeah, there was also the electronics room that I thought was really cool, but it was so small. Okay, this one I kind of wish they expanded on. So at one point, um, there was a room that was like basically electronic trash and waste, and that we should fight for the right to repair so that there's less on throwing away our electronics and more emphasis on letting us fix it in order to keep using it for longer without this constant cycle of buying a new thing, and then maybe there's like a new update or a new phone or whatever it is that you're like, oh, I guess I don't need this old one, even though it's working perfectly fine. It's just a little bit slow, but oh no, new thing, shiny object. And then you like discard the old one and buy the new one, that kind of cycle. I think they were trying to bring some awareness to that kind of trend or pattern that's happening. Um, and so in this electronics room, they have like a kind of Game of Thrones type of chair, but it's made out of like keyboards and mice, like computer mice and screens. There's a lot of like the LRT monitors in the corners. The emblem, when you hover over it, there's like this robotic head that comes out that talks to you about like, yeah, basically planned obsolescence, a lot of technological stuff. uh yeah, I think it was kind of creeping me out too when it was like popping out of the iPad. I was like, oh my god. Also, thank you for the follow, anime lover. Welcome. um and like if you sit on the throne, the computer keyboard throne, there's like sound, there's like voices coming that's being audio projected from the back of the chair that's like, use me, type on me, uh kind of like buy me again, you know, like those types of like kind of to say, oh, these are like the temptations, the secret undertone messages that are happening um with technology, I guess. um which I thought was a really cool installation. I wish they made that room bigger actually. Compared to the rest of the rooms, this was literally just like half or like even a quarter in size, which I think kind of sucks based on you know, how technology is such a big deal in our lives. And honestly, when it comes to conservation, like I feel like technology is a really big space where we really can make a lot more improvements on. Um, and, you know, like, yeah. Uh, I should get a new phone. Mine's like a decade old at this point, starting to show in performance. This is what I'm saying. They should give us like the right to repair. Maybe we could like have the potential to repair a phone. Be like, "Oh, is it the battery that's slow? Okay, then let's just replace the battery." Why are we making it so hard to do that? Or like figure out how to optimize a phone in a way that you can keep it and then manage to still stay up to date? Maybe? I don't know. Um a chair made of iPhones with the innards full of glue so no one can repair it. Oh my goodness. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of crazy. Um Went to Vancouver Fan Expo yesterday. Congratulations. I hope you had fun. Right now we're talking about an installation that I went through. I'm doing a bit of a yapping session right now. Um but yeah. That was basically, was there anything else? I think at the end there was a wrap up. Uh yeah, I think there was like basically a wrap up scene. Well, room, more like a wrap up room. So it like highlights every single room that you've been in, and like all the extra facts you might want to learn more about if any of it really interested you in it. Oh, and then there was the VR room. So once you get out of that, you enter essentially what is a VR room, which is like it's all tables with VR headsets. Um, which I think, well, I mean, I told them this afterwards. So basically, we go into the VR room and we're seated by someone who works there. Uh, Thankfully, the person I'm with knows that I'm afraid of spiders. So he puts it on. He immediately tells me, "Oh, there's a tarantula." And I was like, "Oh, what?" And so I'm like, I might not want to put this on. I'm kind of like trying to peek without really putting on this VR headset. Um, Once the tarantula part is over and then I put it on, I'm still kind of the whole way kind of uncomfortable because I'm like, what if it pops up again? But basically, the whole VR experience is it puts you in the point of view of like a wildlife photographer. Um, in the sense that it's like, so I guess what would happen is wildlife photographers, in order to get a really close up shot, they will disguise themselves and dress them up in like camouflage so that they can get those really close up shots of the like the lion or the orangutan or whatever. But in this case, instead of the camera like taking photos, the camera is you looking through the VR goggles. So you can look up and down in all 360 and you hear stuff of like the nature and the environment. All the while, this lion is like very much getting up in your face. Like really, really up in your face. I'm not saying like, oh, it's like the big bear, the big black bear when it was in the aquarium tunnel. No, no. This is right up in your face. It's like really close. And so like they basically scroll through like these videos, essentially these scenes. One was a lion, there was a jaguar, there was a cobra snake. Actually, I think there was two snakes. There is at least two monkeys. I know one of them was an orangutan, the other one was like the gorilla, I think. What else? I think there was like maybe two more that I'm forgetting, and one of them was the tarantula, which I will say if you do plan on going, at the very least, by the end of all the videos, they have like a credit scene that plays before they restart the video. So like the whole time I was like, are they going to show the tarantula again? Are they going to show a different spider? I was bracing for it the whole time. So I wasn't really able to immerse myself as much as I would have liked. In fact, I kind of would have appreciated a warning. Um, so after the VR thing, when we took it off, I actually made it a point to tell the girl working there, be like, oh, maybe you should like warn people a little bit beforehand that there are like spiders. Cause like I'm really afraid of spiders. And so I wasn't preparing for that. I wasn't ready for that kind of shock. And she kind of like laughed and was like, oh, yeah, yeah, okay, okay, okay. I don't know if she really did it. I don't know if no one else told her about like people having like legitimate arachnophobia, but I hope she took that into account and like warned people ahead of time and be like, oh, be careful. There might be certain animals if you're not comfortable with spiders, for example, maybe skip out the first section and then you can enjoy the rest of it. I don't know. I don't know. It's her job, not mine. I'm just saying, as an arachnophobic person, I did not appreciate that part at the beginning. So I'm glad my person reminded me of it or told me about it before I put it on. But yeah, I think that was it. That was Arcadia Earth. And I think it was, I think ultimately the question is like, is it worth the money? And I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I think when it comes to these immersive environments, it can tend to be more experience than learning. How much was it? Good question. Let me Google. Because I did not pay for it. Earth tickets. Okay, adult, $39, so $40. $40 Canadian. For about 6, 7 rooms, I'll say. Yeah. 6 to 7 immersive rooms. I think if you're into like wildlife and conservation, this is a unique way to experience it. If the goal is to hopefully get more people to be educated and try to conserve more in their life, I think I don't know. Sometimes I'll say that these type of places sometimes feel like a bandage. Like ultimately if the person's going to conserve, they would have done it already. I don't know if going to these type of environments or experiences rather is enough to convince someone who already has certain habits in, like, maybe they'll think twice. I think that's like the best that you can hope for, is that they'll think twice, maybe. I don't know how likely it is for someone to come away and be like, oh, I'm gonna volunteer and like join a volunteer organization that helps clean out the trash from the water, from the sea, or like I'll help pick up garbage from my local park. Like, it's hard to really gauge what kind of experience is enough to entice someone to actually, like, long term, not like short term, like long term, go out, volunteer, or search out a nature conservation organization and actively put in like the work to try to offset, all the pollution and stuff. It's a big ask, I think, out of some people. I don't know. I will say I'm kind of, to be fair, if I'm going to sit here and say I don't know, then I should not be talking down on some people who are at least trying. So I'll say that I think the experience is, at least I hope the money is going towards like organizations that are helping with conservation and that kind of thing. since I'm able to sit here, offer my complaints, but with no solutions, which is on me. I get that. I'm not unaware of that happening. Um, Hi SM, welcome. Um, but yeah, so you'll now realize the very blatant, obvious irony, because well, I didn't notice the irony until I was in the restaurant. But anyway, so that was the Arcadia Earth, and then near that location is a steakhouse. So, like I told y'all, it was a 1 year anniversary celebration. So we were like, oh, let's go eat at a steakhouse. And reviews said that animal was worth it. So, and no, okay, I did not eat an entire sea turtle. There was no seafood, but there were some cows. I'm sorry to the cows. I don't think there is an excuse. I think I need to just own it. Yes, I did go to Arcadia Earth. I learned about conservation of animals, and then I went and proceeded to go to a steakhouse to eat cows. I apologize for my transgressions. I don't know what I can do to further apologize for my actions. I um I did not eat 2 entire sea turtles. Oh my god, not the leatherback. Oh Jesus. Listen, I didn't recognize the irony of it all until I sat there and I was like, oh shit. Maybe this was not the best idea. But I mean, we already went, so I actually can't tell if you're being serious right now. Can someone help me? I did in fact go to a steakhouse, but I did not eat turtles. That part is I did not eat turtles. Um so I mean, I'll still explain the experience to y'all. It's not like I can throw it up and then uneat the meat anyway. And no worries, SM. I hope I was able to clarify. Yeah, not today anyway. Okay. So, we went to Animal. Basically, Animal is a little ways away from Arcadia. We had to walk a little bit. When we got there, I'll say the building itself does not really stand out. It's just their logo, in black on a red brick building, with the door basically locked and said, "Oh, go through the alleyway." Which, by the way, is at night. Is like, goddamn. Uh, are you genuinely sorry about eating a cow? Sorry, can't tell because of my autism. Um, okay, so I guess I'll fill you in the thing you missed. So for the past 47 minutes, kind of give or take, for the past 47 minutes, I talked about going to a art installation gallery thing called Arcadia Earth. And so the theme of the entire installation is like about conservation of the environment. We're now joking about me eating cows because it's quite ironic to go to an art gallery installation thing that's about conserving the environment, and then at the same time do essentially what is a 180 and go to a steakhouse and eat animals, because essentially, like, if you really, okay, there is an extreme level of conservation, which is some people will go all the way to becoming vegetarian. So they don't just see conservation of the environment as just like reduce, reuse, recycle. It's like it goes further than that. They think that they believe that like eating animals is bad, and so they'll cut that out of their diet. And even further, some will go completely vegan and just completely cut animal product out of their meal entirely. So that's kind of, I hope that helps explain the irony a little bit. So like we're trying to make the situation a little more lighthearted by joking about it. Because I think ultimately the reality is like it's not like I can throw it up now. And also, changing the way people eat is kind of very much like a personal decision for many. There are a lot of health concerns that do come with when some people make the decision to cut out meat. And then there's also like a not quiet group of people who are quite aggressive when it comes to like their beliefs, and they tend to push it onto others and say like, oh, you're a horrible person because you eat meat. How dare you choose to do this kind of thing. That's how I'm like. So I think that's kind of like the. I hope that helps explain a little bit. I don't know if that helps. I'm sorry if I didn't explain it well enough. I'm trying my best. Um, the extreme version is the people who will project on you about why. Yeah, yeah. So like there are those people, and I think it is important to bring awareness to that too. So it's like, there's people on both sides of it. Um, should go vegan for completely unrelated reasons to a current run. Is that completely unrelated reason? Does that have to do with me eating duck? Deadlier duck? um, but yeah. But yeah, okay. In all seriousness, Fiora did not eat a what? Would you say it was a leatherback turtle? No, Fiora did not eat a turtle. But she did go to this steakhouse, and now I will proceed to tell you what this steakhouse is like, because I think so. This is, I'll say, the first time I've ever been to. Oh my God, Serenity. um. So okay, because this is the first time I've ever been to such a high class. One could call this a luxury restaurant, kind of a high class, upper class echelon, cater to that echelon type of level of class. Um, so first off, when we made the reservation, it has a dress code. You can't wear like t-shirts or jeans or whatever. You have to be at least in elegant wear, is what they said. Specifically, elegant. I had some tough times trying to figure out what part of my closet is elegant. So I ultimately went with a blue dress or blue gown that I have that I typically wear to, like wedding events type of thing. Like whenever they call for something that's super formal, I'm like, okay, I'm putting on the dress and like calling it a day. Like that's it. This is the extent of my elegancy. If you want me to dress any more elegant, sorry, I don't own that in my closet. I don't know. I tried. Okay. um oh my God, Doc. Alternatively, she could have had their eggs. This is just getting worse. I did not have. Oh my God! First is the leatherback turtle. Not only one. I ate 4 of those, and then now it's like the eggs. Oh my God! Not the baby turtles. Oh, that's crazy. Um. So yeah, I wore a blue dress, a blue gown. Um. So first we go in the door through the alleyway. Um Oh, that's a good word. It's like a very bougie place. Yeah, essentially it was a bougie place. Actually, thank you. That's a better word than luxury. It's a very bougie restaurant. Uh, yeah, so we go in through the alleyway as they instructed. When we go into the door, immediately, oh, hi Minokalu, welcome to stream. So immediately you're greeted by uh like it's like a hallway, and then it opens up. Down the hallway is stairs down to the washroom. To the right is a fully stocked bar, with like the bartender dressed in like essentially like a butler outfit, but without the black overcoat. So like he still has like the black suspenders thing. Um and like there are people there. At the time when we went, it wasn't that many people. It was like very few. So I think we were pretty early. Um And so first is the server confirming our reservation and be like, okay. And then someone comes over and is like, oh, would you like us to take your jackets? That's like the first indication that like, oh, this is going to be a different experience, because I've never been in a restaurant where someone's like offered to take my jacket. There have been like, oh, here's a place for you to hang your jacket, but not like, here's literally coat check. So we give them our jackets, and like the girl is like, oh, make sure you have everything you need. And we're like, yeah, we're good. And so she leads us to our table. All the chairs are like not leather. It's like a nice cushiony feeling. It's nice, I'll say. There's got like a leather, not leather, like a leopard. That's it. There's like a leopard print pattern, leopard pattern on the couches. There is an upside down cow on the ceiling, an upside down disco cow, by the way, on the ceiling. And the lights are somewhat dim. Somewhat dim. Like dim enough for it to be like, oh, it's like more low-key kind of jazz bar type vibes, kind of. Yeah, so we get seated, and the first thing they give us is the cocktail. Yeah, intimate vibes, yes. I don't know what the hell happened to my vocabulary right now. Thank you all for filling in the blanks, though. I'm glad y'all understand what I'm trying to say. It's a very intimate vibe. So the waitress sits us down, asks if it's our first time here. Yes, it is. And she hands us the cocktail menu. And then she leaves. Then, like a very short while after, she comes back. It's like, oh, is there anything you would like off the cocktail menu? And we're like, nah, we're okay. My partner is like, oh yeah, I'm driving, so we're not gonna be drinking today. She's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Would you guys like some water instead? And we're like, yeah, sure, water would be great. I thought, okay, naively, I thought that was it. I thought she was gonna be like, okay, cool, let me go get your water and I'll be back and with your menu, whatever, right? No, she's like, would you like tap? Would you like sparkling water? I think she said Voss, now that I think about it. I forgot what she said at the third option. Because, sorry, I didn't know there were more options for water aside from tap and sparkling. Anyway, she said a third thing. I forgot what the third thing is already. I already was like, oh, tap water's fine. My partner's also the same. We're like, oh yeah, no, tap water's fine. And then she's like, okay, I'll get you both tap water and I'll be back with your menus shortly. That should have been my second hint. I was like, I clearly was not ready for this restaurant, guys. I hope you realize this entire experience is of someone who's like, I was not ready to be asked about different water choices, okay? And it's like starting to freak me out because I'm like, I don't know how to answer some of these questions. So she comes back with the water and the menus. And did the water have a slice of lemon in it? It did not. It was just clear water, and that was fine with me. That was totally fine. I will say that's like the second time someone has said that when I've retold this story, and they're like, oh yeah, it should come with lemon in it. And I'm like, oh well. I'm fine with it not having lemon, I guess. But who am I to say? I don't know what I'm supposed to expect anymore. Okay, guys, I'm coming in here with a blank slate. So she gives us the menu, and then she gives us our time to look. The fancy levels are dropping. Oh no. I didn't realize that people expected to have lemon in there. I thought sparkling was enough to be like, oh, it's fancy, because I don't know anyone who drinks sparkling water. Maybe that says more about me than anything else, actually. So who knows? Freshly made water, we combined hydrogen and 2 oxygen in our house water creation facility. Oh my god. Yeah. That's kind of how it felt. I was like really nervous. Um okay, so we look at the menu. I'll say that y'all are not prepared for the prices of this place. I mean, oh, thank you. I'm gonna drink my regular tap water. Thank you very much. Thank you, Manami. I added an extra oxygen wink on the house. Okay, so okay, wait, yeah, do you guys want to guess how much the meat was? I can't calculate. So go for 4 ounce. 4 ounce meat. Guess how much it cost. I can actually pull out the menu and then I can confirm with you guys if you guys I'll say that on Google reviews this is practically like $4 signs. If you're like looking at Google restaurants, you know how they have like the approximate price, whatever, and they like, oh, $1 sign or $2. This had $4 signs. I'm gonna go get their menu. Okay. The 20, 50, a million, $3. Wow, Florin, you're really going for the whole gamut. 39 Canadian. Oh yeah, I am Canadian. That is correct. I might not be able to convert it over to USD. My brother being like sodium chlorine, mix up salt. I can eat sodium by itself. Okay, so here, I'll tell you what we ordered. So first, my partner knows I love lamb, so that was the first thing that we knew we were gonna get. For entree, so it was under entree, Ontario rack of lamb, $85 Canadian. Okay, on to the steak. It's under their signature cuts section. So we went for a 10-ounce filet mignon, $95. And my partner's like, I want to treat you to something. So he went for Japan A5 Miyazaki Wagyu strip loin 4-ounce, $95. And then we were like, oh, maybe we should order some veggies for this because this is just all meat. And we're like, oh, okay, let's go for the roasted asparagus, $20. That is a lot of loonies. So roasted asparagus, $20. The server comes back, is like, oh, I can take your order now. So we order, and she's like, oh, wow, you guys have a lot of meat. Would you like to get some starch to go with all that meat? Because it's going to be really heavy. And we're like, oh, what do you mean by starch? And she's like, oh, like potatoes. Like with that meat, it'll help balance out the meal. And we're all looking at it. And we're like, maybe not. Oh, right. There was also one more thing we got. Oh, Japanese milk bread, $8. That was the starter. It's like, okay, yeah, no problem. Just so you guys know, the meat's gonna take a bit to make. So we're going to you're gonna get the milk bread first. And then you'll get the meat, your steak after. And we're like, okay, yeah, that's no problem. And then she essentially walks away. And then we start talking. So the first thing that she brings is the Japanese milk bread. So just to preface, I do have history with milk bread. There is a cafe in... Okay, there is a cafe that I've been to that does really good Japanese milk bread. This is an Asian cafe. I believe specifically it's Taiwanese bakery. And I was introduced to it actually by a VTuber friend of mine. And I believe that their milk bread is probably one of the best bread I've ever had. To order it, you get the whole loaf for, I'm going to Google this in case I get the number wrong. 1 second. I think it's about $10 to $15. 1 second. Nope, not that one. This one. Let's see. Where's their bakery bread? Oh, no, not even 10 to 15. It was like $10. Nama shokupan. That is basically milk bread. Japanese milk bread. And you get a whole square loaf that is about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6 inches, like width and height. So that basically means you can kind of cut it into, if you like take about an inch thick of a bread slice, you can get about 5 to 6 slices out of that loaf. $10. They, Animal, are selling their milk bread for $8. So it comes and it's a floral pattern, floral shape actually, so that it's like, you know how like when people typically draw daisies, there's like a circle in the middle and then there's like the little leaves around. So imagine if the leaves were not so thin, they were more fat, so that you could kind of cut maybe 5 pieces of like the petals, leaving the middle at the end. So you could kind of, it was kind of shaped like that so that you could cut like little pieces of bread for yourself. And then it came with this little dish with a ring of butter, and inside the ring of butter was some sort of cream. I don't really know. All I can say is that when I first tried it and I first had it, I think their milk bread could have been better. For $8, I think it could have been better. Outback blooming onion. Kind of? Kind of? Wait. What is an Outback blooming onion? Oh! Sort of. But not so many layers. It's just one layer. Hi, Random. Welcome. Isn't that a deep fried cut up onion? It is. But it does kind of look like what I'm trying to describe. Like, it's basically the bread is like there's like a circle in the middle, and then there's like petals around it from like top down, so that you can take your knife and like cut a petal out. It's about like 2 to 3 inches thick. So you do get like about a bite size bread each time you cut out a petal. So that was, so we basically finished it pretty quickly. It was fine. I'm not complaining too much. Goodility? Is that how I say your name? My brain wants to turn it all into eyes, but I think that is it. Hi, Goodility! Welcome to stream. Also, why are you bonking me? Oh my god, SM, not you too. Why y'all bonking me? What did I do? What did I say? Oh my god. Oh my god, not even the metal pipe. Not the metal pipe. Bro just woke up everyone who took a nap during this stream. Also, I'm starting to think we might not get to Infinity Nikki at this point. Just looking at the time, I feel like we might not get to Infinity Nikki. Anyway, okay, so... Ooh, Santa bread pick on Discord. Is that the bread? Not exactly. I don't really know how to. Okay, hold on. We need. Okay. I'm closing Infinity Nikki so I can open up Paint. We're doing Paint right now. That's it. We're doing Paint. I can't explain this for the life of me. Paint stream. Let's do window capture. Paint. Oh, Jesus. Wait, why is it like this? Why is it black? Why is it black? Wait, that makes no sense. Huh? Oh my god. I don't even have a filter on. Beautiful black. Thank you. Okay, wait, let me open this again. That's so weird. Okay, what if I don't have a black screen? Oh my god, still? Hello? How to fix? How to fix? Oh, I need to do full screen window. Okay. Wait, okay, I got it. So we're gonna fill this with green. And then we're gonna have full screen window. Ah, there we go. Okay. No, we got this. So I'm gonna crop the green. Put it over, add a chroma key. Huzzah! There we go. Yeah, I told you we got this. Okay. Oops. Nope, not that. Alrighty. Okay, cool. So, here's what the milk bread look like. So there's the circle in the middle, and then there's petals. Like this. And like there's the sides coming down like this. That's what the milk bread looked like. And then beside it was a plate, a dish, a bowl. And so in there was, I'll use a different color for this. Yeah, it's like bread. So there's the yellow on the outside. Oops. Right? So the ring of butter. And then there's like this white cream thing that I don't know what this was. But you basically take the knife and you cut into it like that. Okay, that's what the, oh god, you can't even see the knife. Ah! Colors, why? Okay, got it. Knife. This is a knife. That's cutting into the butter. And then you would also cut here and here and here just to get out a piece. Like that. I don't know if it was really necessary for me to like draw out the entire thing, but I hope that helped. I hope that helps. Please fill. Okay. Can you draw your glass of water? Okay, glass of water is like this, and then kind of comes around like that. Very pointy, very glass shimmery, and then the water's here. Yeah, it's a little rounded. It's not like it was a wine glass or anything. Unfortunately, we were not fancy enough to get those because we did not order a cocktail. So yeah, bread comes, kind of mediocre. Finally, the steak comes, the meat come. And essentially we have two things that come first. The entree came first. So the Ontario rack of lamb. So let me see if I can draw this. Oh yeah, not that one. Not that, no! Not that color. There we go. Oh my god. Paint, why? Okay. Yes, the meat finally arrived to our table. So here's the plate. Oh, good lord. We had one here. It kind of looks like a drumstick now that I think about it. We had 3 of them. Like that, sorta. And this is the rack of lamb. This is the $85 rack of lamb. So they brought us that, and then they also brought us. That's an ice cream with balls of breadsticks. Oh my god. So there's also another one. Oh, I should also point out, when the steak was about to come, another girl came and took away our plates. And gave us new ones. Oh, and then, oh god, I'm fucking up this whole story process. Okay, so we finish eating the milk bread, and eventually they take away our plates. The server lady comes back with a wooden box. Excuse me. A wooden box that's kind of like... Oh, that's way too high. Where do I draw this? Here? Here? Okay, yeah, that's better. A wooden box. Okay. And then there's like latches on it. Here. And here. She unhooks the latch and opens it up and proceeds to hand us our cutlery. One of which is their own custom branded steak knife. In order to eat your meal, you have to solve this puzzle box. No, it's their custom branded steak knife. And I was immediately like, "Oh, shiny thing." So I'm like looking at it the second she places it on the table. And I think she can tell that I'm very much intrigued by this shiny thing that has been placed in front of me. And she's like, be careful. She kind of laughs a little and she's like, "Oh, be careful. It's, just make sure, be careful. It's sharp." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Oh, okay." uh, and yeah, so they gave us like a new plate and new utensils with their branded steak knife each, to prepare for the steak that is about to come. So they bring it over, and I'm trying to make the plate kind of comparable to the lamb one. Okay, so there's one that was like about this size, and then another one that it was about, dang it, I'm running out of space. Like this size ish. And like keep in mind, like these are plates where, like the outside doesn't get touched. It's just like this much, Okay, like that's the plate. Okay, so for comparison sakes, the Miyazaki is about this small. They kind of look like sushi rolls because they are about that size. And then, oh shoot, I put that on the wrong plate. It was like this size here on the smaller plate. And then 2 pieces for 2 people, which they serve to your plate with clippers that kind of look like this. There's like the one scissor part, and then there's the other scissor part. Right? Y'all can see that, right? So they take that and they put this on our plate, and that's the Miyazaki. Yeah, the tongs. So we start off with that. Okay, so immediately taking the steak knife and the fork, I slice a tiny part of it, like literally this much, okay? Just this much. And it cuts so smoothly, so easily. One usually likens it to like butter, which I think is an accurate statement. It does kind of cut like butter. When you put it in your mouth, it's very juicy is an understatement. It's smooth, but not like slimy smooth, just like smooth, kind of like soft tofu smooth, but not nearly as fragile as tofu. And the flavor is, I don't know how to explain it, like smoky. It tastes a little smoky. I think that was one of the most interesting mouthfeels experiences I've ever had when eating meat, when eating steak. I was like, when I first ate it, I was like, oh shit, I kind of get why this shit is expensive. I get why this shit is like $95 fucking dollars. I'll say it's worth to experience at least once. If you ever get the chance to. I don't quite I don't quite know how to explain it in a way that like makes sense to people if they haven't tried it themselves. That's like the best way I can describe it. Like when you cut into it, it's smooth and cuts like butter. It's smooth when you bite into it. It's juicy. The meat flavor is all there. It's a bit smoky. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Very meaty, I guess, but not gamey. So we finished the Miyazaki quite quickly, because it's small portion, and also because it's so good. You'd be surprised. A lot of cow is very gamey. Okay, next we try the filet mignon, which is more so like this. And then they had one that was like on this side. So this filet mignon, $95. I'll say that I've had filet mignon with my parents at a different restaurant, which retails for, let me Google. 1 second. Just so we can compare. Just for the sake of comparison. Dinner. Where is it? It doesn't give me price. Fucking. Bacon wrapped filet mignon. My mom and I get the 10 ounce and we split it. I'm trying to find the price with prices. Salad soup main prep top. Okay, 57. 57 split between two people, basically. Why don't you two just get 5 ounce? Because they don't have 5 ounce. They have either 7 ounce or 10 ounce, and neither of us can finish. Neither of us feel like 7 ounces is enough, so we just get 10 ounce and split it. So 57 divided by 2 is, oops, 28 per person between my mom and I. And that's about the same size as this. By the way, I should point out, same size. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with these ounces and stuff, but whatever. Anyway, so here's the part where like the fanciness kind of starts going down a bit, is because the filet mignon is really not that great. Compared to the $28 ounce, the $28 one was a lot better. And I don't know why. My partner speculated that it's the cut of the meat, that maybe animal just didn't pick the right cut for the filet mignon, whereas the $28 one does have a better cut, or maybe they serve it more often and they know people expect consistency, so they don't like, they know how to pick it. I don't know what the difference is and why the 28 one was better, but I'm just saying, like, I've been to the $28 one restaurant like multiple times with my parents, and excuse me, their filet mignon is always good. I wouldn't say it's comparable to the Miyazaki Wagyu, but I think it's great. I'm not really that, picky. I'm just saying that the way that for animal to sell to have their filet mignon at $95 and it's not even that good wasn't worth it. So I will say, if you plan on going, don't get the filet mignon. Not worth it. Oh yeah, so the roasted asparagus they did not have, so they gave us roasted broccolini instead, which was fine. Roasted broccoli was, good. Not anything you know, specifically delicious kind of. Like, you know, it's the run of the mill. It's if it's good, then that's good enough. And then finally we get to dessert. At this point my partner and I are pretty stuffed for food, but we're just like, let's just see. And so we look at their menu, their dessert menu. Again, I'm gonna have to Google this. For their dessert menu, so that I'm remembering this properly. Right, okay. So for their dessert, they had a Black Forest, they had a tart tatin, a chocolate sticky toffee pudding, and what they call a gold bar. So by this point, my partner and I are very stuffed with food. We are very full, and we're like, we can't really, like, we can't have a filling dessert at this point. So I'm going through the food. I'm like, Black Forest, too heavy. Tart tatin, caramelized apples, oat crumble. I mean, technically that could be not bad, but I was like, I don't think we want that. Also, sticky toffee pudding, also very heavy. So we went for their gold bar because the ingredients is also listed. And so it has lime mousse, calamansi calamansi cream, white chocolate. Oh gosh, there's so many French words. Feuilletine. There's lime cake and macroute lime cream. So basically the whole theme of this dessert is just lime. So I was like, okay, let's go for the gold bar because lime is pretty light and it's savory. Like, it's not sweet. So it'll balance out the heaviness of the meat. So we ordered the gold bar, and which was $18. And so the way that it comes in was essentially, hold on. Oh gosh. I'll take all that out. You're Canadian, you should know French. Yeah, they tried. They teach you French in early middle school, but none of us remember it. None of us bother remembering it. I know Korean more than I know French. That's for sure. So here's plate. Gold bar is like this. With like little dollops of cream here and here, and also on the other side. And on top of the cream was like essentially gold leaf on here and a leaf or something over here. Oh, you can't see that color. Here, there's like a leaf thing. In case anyone's wondering, gold leaf has no flavor. I was very curious. I tried that first. I was like, wait, gold leaf. I've always wanted to know if that tasted like anything. So I had the gold leaf on the cream. Did not taste like anything. Why would it have a flavor? I don't know. I kind of figured it would. In my head, I thought that maybe it would taste metally or something. I don't know. I've never had it before. Listen, I was curious. So I was like, okay, let's just give it a try. Maybe it's like iron. You know, when you taste blood, it's like irony. You know, I think that was kind of similar to that. But yeah, it was just really just gold on the outside, but everything else was just lime cream, lime flavor, and it was really good. I liked the dessert. The dessert was good. We shared one. We just ordered one dessert to share. And it was good. Yeah, it's also thinner than paper. That's very true. But yeah, that essentially wraps up the meal portion of everything. I'll say the one interesting thing, one notable thing is that I think what happened was, so when the server was like, oh, or when we asked for the bill, the server came back with the bill, gave it to us, and then was like, oh, by the way, your dessert has been comped. So she's like, oh yeah, basically like the dessert is on the house. And we're like, oh shit, okay, cool. $18, didn't need to pay for that. Great. Later on, my partner and I were like, oh, I wonder why they did that. Was it like because it was our first time there? And then later on, we surmised it was because when my partner made the reservation, he mentioned that it was an anniversary. So they probably comped the dessert because of that and was like, oh, it's their anniversary, let's give them a dessert for free, which I thought was really nice of them to do. But yeah, that basically wraps up the dinner situation. In case you're wondering what the demographic is of people who come into this restaurant, because by the end of dinner, there was definitely a lot of people. A lot of people. It was pretty much fully filled. So, just purely based on personal anecdotal, okay? This is not what I think consists of the demographic of like rich people. This is just the demographic of the people that were in this restaurant, which presumably are people who are able to also afford eating here. Okay? Now for context, me and my partner, we were very sure that we were just coming here once a year. We're like, oh, it's like an anniversary. We're only going to come once, right? It is not a repeat thing. In terms of other couples in the restaurant that seem to kind of be in a similar situation, like whether it be birthday or celebrating something, maybe, yes, Infinity Nikki has been taken to a back room and disposed of because of my yap. I'll say there were at least 3 other couples I saw, although they were much older than us. Like, they were like my parents' age. But there were about like 3 couples seated somewhere in the restaurant, who also seemed like it was, oh, they're like celebrating some sort of special event. They don't seem to be the type to come that often, except for special occasions. There was one big family sitting to our left. Like, I'm talking like 2 to 3 kids, or 4 kids actually, because I remember seeing the daughter sitting in front of the mother. So there was a big family to the left of us, and then like kind of more further to the left, and there was a Jewish family who were sitting right beside our seat, which I surmised or concluded based on the guy wearing I think it's like the Jewish hat. I don't know what that's called. Like the black thing that covers their hair at like the top of their head. Is that what it's called? The yarmulke? I think it might be that. I'm also probably saying that wrong. Yamaka. Oh, Yamaka. Is that better? Oh, yeah, that thing. Yes, that thing. Yamaka? Yeah, that thing. To our direct right was a gay couple, which also really put things into perspective, because I think this gay couple comes here all the time, because basically because they're like sitting right beside us, like I can hear what they're saying and talking about. So basically one guy comes in first. He's sitting there on his phone. And then later he's like to the server asking or basically telling her be like, "Oh yeah, like my friend's going to come later." And then friend does eventually come later. He gets up to go pick up friend and then bring him to the table. And as they're walking to the table, his friend goes like, he starts mentioning like, "Oh wow, your watch is in," and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's like a $2,000 watch," and like my brain goes blank after that because I can't imagine mentioning the price of a watch that high just right off the bat like it's nothing. Um, and so their conversation mostly consists of vacations that they've been on and then like work stuff. I don't know if this is like a habit that any of y'all have, but I'll say I'm definitely guilty of it. Is that when I go to restaurants, any restaurant, I think it's fun to listen to other people's conversations. Maybe that's kind of a bad thing. Maybe that might be toxic, but listen, it's as long as it's like, I'm not like, I think it's, I think it's fine. um, it is what it is, like I'm never going to meet them. I don't know them. I'm just a curious person and you happen to be sitting beside me. And if you're talking really loud, I can't help it. Okay. I get curious and I start listening, especially once they're like, "Oh my God, $2,000 watch." I was like, "What? What?" Yeah. I bet that watch is so good at clock. Oh yeah, it must tell really good time. I hope it's so accurate. Um, I don't try. It's not my fault people talk really loud. That is also another thing. Okay, I try, like even if I try to not listen in, some people talk really loud. I'm like I can't help it. And also, yeah, Florin, you can't turn off your ears. It's just it is what it is. Sometimes you hear other people's conversation. Um, but yeah. What else? Oh, so they sat. So basically, to further explain the location of where they sat us in the restaurant, is that I have my back facing the wall. So I get like a clear view of the entire restaurant. Meanwhile, my partner is sitting to the left of me, and so he only sees the right side of the restaurant. In front of us is a table full of, there's like three girls. They all have what I can only assume are like real fur coats. They all look like model type people, either model people or like fashion influencers. That's the only, like, they are dressed from head to toe, and they also kind of look like they've had some work done on their face. They got makeup, they got the whole shebang, nails done, shiny, blingy purses, like the whole shebang, head to toe. Like eating dinner while being on your phone constantly. Like I don't think they talk much type of interaction, type of vibe. Uh, that's like another group of people who were there. I think everyone else was just like, I don't know. Those are the people that basically stood out. Cuz again, I'm not actively looking at the whole restaurant, I'm like talking to my partner, I got my own thing going on, and also the food. Um but yeah, in case you were curious about the demographic, that is the demographic of people who were at this restaurant. Um But yeah, to basically wrap it up, we finish food, we pay, we leave. I get curious because I'm like, wow, for a restaurant so nice, I want to know what their washroom is like. Um, and so it's all what's it called? Gender neutral bathrooms. So they're like all single stalls. The toilet is black. Don't ask me why. It just is. I walk in, the toilet's black. Like porcelain black, not like covered in black, like the fancy black, glossy and stuff. The mirror has like, I guess you turn on the light by pressing the mirror, but I don't dare to do that. I guess you also turn on the fan by pressing the mirror, also not doing that. The tap requires, the tap is kind of gold looking and then also has like hand soap to the left in like a special bottle and matching lotion on the left. And then on the right is hand towels, like new, freshly cleaned, I'm assuming, hand towels, pre-rolled, for you to dry your hands. There's a muscle in your ear that doesn't cut off sound but does something. Makes it sound like, kind of like when you put a seashell up to your ear. I can do that. Actually, I've always been able to do that. Some people can do it, some people don't. It's one of those human things people don't know that some people can or can't do. I can do it. I don't think it's like helps me live in any sort of way though. Oh, actually no, I will say on airplanes, if your ear gets like stuffed, you can do that to pop it faster if it's like really uncomfortable because of the air whatchamacallit, air pressure changing. Sometimes for some people it makes their ears really stuffy, and so they really want to pop their ears quickly. You can do that and it'll pop it faster, but otherwise there's no help. It doesn't do anything. It's just for you to do when you're bored, really. But yeah, I can do it in both of my ears, but yeah, again, not really. Doesn't really change your life that much. But yeah, washroom was kind of nice. Probably could be better. I don't know. I think the hand towels were cool. The hand soap and the lotion was a nice touch. Smells good. Glad my hands are moisturized. And yeah, I come out, I grab my coat, and we leave. And that is finally, after 2 hours, the end of Fury yapping about her environmental awareness experience, and then her carnivorous meat eating cow killing experience at a steakhouse. Did they have tiny soaps carved like flowers? No, they just went for hand soap, liquid hand soap. But yeah, I'll say that my final conclusion, at least when it comes to the bougie restaurant, is that maybe it's possible some of you are thinking, oh, it would be nice to, have a chance to go to one of these restaurants. And to that, I say you are correct. It is worth at least once to experience it. However, there is something that I don't think many people talk about when it comes to the experiences, especially when you are someone who is not accustomed to this kind of thing. The amount of pressure that you feel when you go into a restaurant like this is unbelievable. Like, the problem that I have with restaurants like these is that I cannot eat comfortably. I feel kind of a lot of pressure to take small bites, to not make a lot of noise, to make sure I'm not intruding or doing anything wrong or not putting my knife in the right way or putting my fork in the right spot. Like it immediately, you are very hyper aware of all the social expectations that come with eating at such a place. I wish more people talked about it. Maybe some people grow up in that kind of vibe and so they don't notice it. But I'm telling you, when you go to these places, even if you're like, I'm a rebel, I don't care what people think, I promise you, the more people that are there, if you are like cognizant of like people's stares or whatever, if you're like hyper aware of that type of thing, you will eventually realize and be like, oh shit, okay, sorry, I made too loud of a noise when I was cutting my steak. Sorry. Kind of like it's a bit uncomfortable. And like, oh, should I like then there's all these like unspoken like rules that most people don't know about. Like some might say this is a normal thing, which is great for you that you know this, but I didn't know this until like I had to watch what other people were doing in order to learn this, okay? Like in certain restaurants, not like this fancy, but like in other high-end-ish restaurants, is like, oh, when they give you a napkin, like you're supposed to put it on your lap. And then when you finish your meal, I don't know where you're supposed to put it. Actually, to this day, I still don't know where you're supposed to put the napkin. I'm like, do I put it on the table? Do I put it on the couch? Or do I put it on my plate? Like, though, that's one thing where I was like, I don't know what to do with this napkin. Like if I wipe my lipstick on it, do I fold over the napkin so you can't see the lipstick anymore? There's like these things that I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing it the right way or doing it the wrong way, or should I do it like this or should I do it like that? Like, what's the custom formality? Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Eat the napkin to avoid embarrassment. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know if that's just like a me thing. But the self-awareness, the being self-conscious really kind of is at a heightened level when you eat at these places. And I just feel like more people need to talk about that. No one tells you about this stuff. You just kind of feel it. And maybe like again, like maybe some people they're like used to it, so they don't like it doesn't occur to them that that's a change, but I'm like preparing you now. There is a certain level of it feels like societal pressure, which is really odd to say when you're like eating at a restaurant where you're supposed to be comfortable. Like eventually I was able to like be more comfortable and talk in conversation, but like I swear at the beginning I was very like more shy and more reserved in like the stuff I was saying and be like, "Oh, thank you." Oh, like making sure to be as gracious and appreciative as possible. Um but like I think the server could kind of get the vibe that we were not that familiar with this type of place. So I think she did take it a little easier on us. I will say I'm glad that it wasn't the type of place setting where you had to worry like if you use a soup spoon for the right food for the soup, or like the big spoon for the this thing, or like you said, like the salad fork for your steak. Like thankfully they help you with that, eliminate that decision anxiety by they just take your plate away. They just take your plate and your utensils away and give you a new plate and new utensils. So you don't ever have to worry about which one to use for what. Which I thought was nice. But yeah. What else? I think that's it. I think it's fair to say that It's clear that the waitress probably makes a lot of money working there. And that they do train their servers in a very specific way to serve their, I guess you could say, upper class clientele who are more used to like, oh, I would like my branded sparkling water, but I would like a lemon in it and like 2 limes, but it has to be like the front and the bottom of the lime. I don't want the middle of the lime, and also include the seed, like those type of people. I don't know. Maybe we were supposed to ask for lemon. I don't know, man. I'm too scared to ask for anything. So I was like, yeah, I'll take tap water. But I now realize maybe like if I wanted lemon, I was supposed to say something, but I was like, I'm already shy. I can't. I'll get tap water out of my mouth. I'll just say the word tap water and then that's it. I don't think I can handle anything else. Or else I feel like I come away being needy or picky. But yeah, I'll say overall, Miyazaki Wagyu was very good, very delicious. Disappointed about the filet mignon. Lamb was good. I like the lamb. The lamb was good. I will say one thing about the lamb. Okay, so we were talking about gaminess earlier. I'm a huge fan of lamb in the sense that I want my lamb to be as gamey as hell, which is more than what other people prefer. I think a lot of other people prefer their lamb to be not so gamey. I like the taste of lamb a lot. So when I had their lamb, I thought it was kind of meh. It was good, but I've had like rack of lamb from like a supermarket that's like frozen and then like just reheated in an oven that had more gamey flavor than their lamb did. But I think that just has to do with the audience, which I think, again, like I realize that most people like their lamb not gamey. So like I wasn't going to hold it against them. There is one interesting thing that I noticed or that I learned about is, so my partner's left-handed, and a thing that he noted at the end, like after we left the restaurant and we're just kind of recapping our experience together, he was like, he noticed that the server, the waitress, whoever, kept giving his utensils on the right hand, assumed that like on the right side of his plate, even though he's left-handed. And he's like, I'm not like, deducting points or whatever for it. He's just like, oh, that was just something interesting that I noticed, that for a place that fancy, they still managed to not notice that he was left-handed, especially after the first time that he started eating, and kept proceeding to put the fork on the right side of the plate. I was like, oh yeah, that's something I never thought about, because I'm right-handed, so I always assumed that it was fine. But I was like, oh yeah, that is like another attention to detail type of thing, where like that's, if you are working at a place that fancy and you are being paid that much, like I think it's safe to say that one should assume a level of attention to detail includes watching to see if your guest is a left-hander or a right-hander, and then switching once you realize. I think that's like something that I myself am now learning too, even though like, no, I knew that he was like a left-handed, but I mean in the sense that like, oh right, like in order to give you stuff, I'll give it to you on the left hand instead of the right hand, just because of how right hand ingrained our society is, that even for me, like I don't even think about it. But it does make me take a second thought and be like, oh yeah, I should probably keep a note of those details also. But yeah. right-handed and eat with my right hand using a fork. From what I've seen, most people use their left hand for the fork, even if right-handed. I think it depends. Like I think like when you're cutting food, yeah, like the fork is on your left and your knife is on your right. But I know some people will like then put the knife down and then switch the fork to their right and then use it to put it into their mouth. Um, but yeah. Anyway, it's just like one of those small attention to detail. It's not like a huge thing. It was just like, oh yeah, I had never noticed that. I never considered that in a restaurant, that like these are things you also have to take into account. And it's funny how like these expectations are suddenly like kind of thrust to the forefront when it comes to places that are like this pricey. It's almost like there is an expectation that, if you're going to pay that much money, then you want to get the best value for what you pay for. And some of it does come down to like, oh, like attention to detail. When they gave you the bill, was there a tiny chocolate with it? No, there was not. There was not. I don't know why. You're right. There should have been a tiny chocolate with it. Even Asian places give you a little melon candy. After Korean barbecue, they give you melon candy. What happened? Oh my god. Maybe it's all just a facade. Maybe at the end of the day, it's all just a facade. You pay all that money to think that you're getting some special fancy experience, but under the surface, it's all just a farce. You get yeah, you do. They give you melon candies. I like it so much that I bought my own bag once. You can buy the melon candies at the Asian supermarket. They're great. Actually, here's a fun fact. If you ever meet Fira IRL, she will always have a melon candy in her bag, ready to give if you would like one. I always just have like a handful, not just like a few. I have like a handful of melon candies in my bag just for when I get like hungry or like I want to snack on something. It's just in there. I just got some melon candies, kind of like an old grandma who's always like, "Oh, would you like a melon candy from Grandma Fira? I have a lot of melon candies. They're really good." But yeah. That wraps it up. Oh my god. There's maybe like an hour to do Infinity Nikki, but at this point I don't even know if it's worth it. Maybe we should do like Wordle or something. This whole time I was a PNG hoping to not break my computer for Infinity Nikki, and the whole time I just ended up yapping. I really could have just switched to my 3D model instead. I think it'll only be another hour, and then I'm gonna sleep because I don't know when my throat is like so dry. But also, I have been yapping for like 2 hours, which is longer than I usually do, so who knows? Okay, let's try doing Wordle. We might as well just go through this type of stuff. Huzzah! Okay, let's test this and see if this works. Fira downloaded Brave. What, the browser? Web browser thing. Got a face moisturizer I'm gonna try for my cousin because my face is dry as fuck from my hair. Ooh! I hope the face moisturizer works for you. Alrighty. The worst starting word for Wordle is exilil? Wow. That is pretty bad, I have to say. Oh, we can use Earth as the first one. In line with Arcadia Earth. Oh, dang it, we got an A in there somewhere. Plane? P-L-A. Oh, E. I use that. Dang it. Oh, plant. I do plant. Pizzazz. A-R-N. Oh, T I used already. Plank. I didn't use K yet. Okay, plank. L-A-N. Oh, shit. That's a good... Oh, y'all cannot see shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, you can see the green now. Hi, Berms! Thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. How was it? Ooh, Limbus Company. Oh. Ooh, Bland. Good one. We're doing Wordle right now. Nope, not Bland. Oh, land. We got land. Bermino raid. Berms. Hello, hello. How's it going? We doing Wordle. If y'all want to throw in a guess, we're gonna go through some of the Wordle games because I yapped for 2 hours and realized there's no point in doing another hour for Infinity Nikki. Ooh, Cland. Do we want to do Cland? Y'all gotta agree on it together. We just started Wordle. Feel free to zoom back and see if you want to. I hope you do the Lunar New Year stuff before that. Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna miss out on the Lunar New Year stuff. You're right. Okay, damn, I'm gonna play that shit on my phone. Aw. Also, thank you for the sip berms. Do we want to try clan? Is that a word? Well, we'll have to see. Nope, clan is not a word. Oh, yes, feel free to do raid and run. Thank you for the raid. Please have a good rest of your evening. Thank you again. And to new raiders, hello, my name is Sophira. I am a Celestial Red Panda. We are resuming our regular stream schedule, I guess except for the yapping part. On Wednesday, we do Minecraft. On Thursday, we do coding. On... oh, Gland. Gland's a good one. On Friday, we're actually waiting for Visual Novel Fest, so we're just gonna leave it up to me on Friday. Oh, Gland! Very nice. Very nice. Oh my god, they think I'm a robot. They think I'm a robot. Guys, holy shit. How could they? Are you? I don't know anymore. Am I a robot? Let's do connections. Whee! Fira bought 9,000. Oh my goodness. From 9,000 or just version 9,000? Swallow, gulp, gobble, scarf? Where's swallow? Swallow, gulp, gobble, scarf. Okay, wait, hold on. I think scarf might be... Do we want to agree on this? I feel like scarf might not... Oh, true. Scarfing food down. I was thinking of the object. Okay, you know what? That's valid. Oh, we are one away. Which one? I don't even know what this one means. Butt? Boot? An isolated hill with steep sides and a flat top. Similar to, but narrower than a mesa. Oh. That one might be the China one. I think I remember those types of landscapes in China. I could be wrong. This could be literally like porcelain China. I don't know. I have no idea what the fourth one could be or what's wrong. Yeah, you and me both. Do we want to do a shuffle? Maybe that'll help. Compass, anchor, mermaid, cape. Oh! That could work. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. One away once again. Ooh, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful here. 2 more mistakes option remaining. No idea what's what. Yeah, same. See, the best I got was like China and Shine. But I don't know what else to add to it. Compass, anchor, mermaid, cave. They do say you can click that to get a hint, which I think it's new. Yeah, china, like a cup, like the material, like fine china. Man, there's not even like a easy one here. Gonna be one of those one letter off from but ones again. Maybe. Only two end in E though, so you have like shin and butt, but that's it. Buckle doesn't even work for that one. Or gobble. I like your idea though. Gulp, scarf, swallow. The eating thing makes sense. Heart H, shine E, but... Oh, that might actually... What? Body parts? Oh! Heart, shine, shin, butt... Wait, what's the other one? Scar? Oh god! Oh my god, why is it always one away? This is crazy. Yeah, you're really good at almost getting them. But we also have one more mistake remaining, so we gotta be careful. Gotta be sure. Okay, I'm gonna take out gulp. I think there's gobble, scarf, and swallow, because gulp is to deal with liquid. But gobble, scarf, and swallow usually is like physical food. But I don't know. Wolf! Wolf down food! When you eat it in a fast manner. Okay, wait, but is it replacing gulp? Oh god. Okay, wait. Hold on. Which word is it replacing? It could be gobble, gulp, wolf, and swallow. Scarf might make no sense. But you do scarf down food. Which one doesn't work? Oh my god. Okay, we know it's the word wolf in there somewhere. Gulp is the C. Yeah, it's a mystery. Okay, you wolf down food. Yes. Scarf down. You swallow. You gobble. Okay, let's try this one instead of gulp. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This is so hard. Gobble, gulp, scarf, and wolf. And then, so that was eat voraciously. There's bend under pressure, which is bow, buckle, cave, and give. I think I was kind of thinking it, but I was trying to... I saw buckle and give in. Like buckle down and give in, but I couldn't decide what the definition meant or was. Nautical tattoos, though, I don't think I would have gotten this. Anchor, compass, mermaid. Oh, swallow like the bird. And then, yeah, body parts plus letter. Butt, chin, heart, shine, shin. Body parts. Oh. Yo, this was hard. Oh my goodness. Wait, have we done Letterboxd or is this one of their... Have we done this before? Create words using letters around the square. What? Try to solve in 4 words. Connect letters to spell with. Words must be at least 3 letters long. Consecutive letters cannot be from the same side. Words cannot be proper nouns or hyphenated. No cussing either. Sorry. Use all letters to solve. Oh. W-O-R word S words. Oh, this is to illustrate the word words. So you say W, O on the other side, R, D, S. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't have to use all letters, but you want to use at least 3. Oh, I know. Grovel. THAN? Yeah, different words. Can you do double? Okay, let's try high. Oh. Oops. Okay. Oh, I have to use the L. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, lint. Or you could do lift. Oh, you can't. Dang! Shit, okay. I didn't realize you need to use it has to start with the end of the last word. We still have an F and H. Wait, you want to do learn? Okay. We can do learn. NFT? No. Net. Net would be good if we can start off with a T. Oh, thief! Yeah, that covers THIF. Oh, shit! Oh, also, I don't think they'll let you use Tet. Because Tet is either the Vietnamese word for their new year, or tete-a-tete is French. I don't think we can use that. Damn! Okay. Mini crossword? Though I believe mini crossword will probably cut us off at the end, I think. Possibly. We'll see. From what I remember, they cut you off at the end. Word that can follow belly of the or nature of the. I mean, it's belly of the whale, no? For number 1 across? Oh, beast! Oh, that's a good point. Okay. Also I just realized there's like a timer up here. Damn. 1 down is a really fun time. 2 down is our oh, Earth. Oops. Oh god. Ah, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, 2 is our world, Earth. Held in check. Subject of a winter weather warning. Abruptly worded. Oh, storm. That could work. Oh, coffee order with a frothy top. Latte. And something Mitch. I have no idea. Night lights? You might have a lot of it on your hands if you're a chef. I don't know. Held in check AT. Had a really fun time. A blast! You had a blast? I had a blast! I think this one's time. THYMY or E. Like the herb? The herb? Like basil, rosemary. Do you think that could work? I'm still not sure about these two. Terse? Is that a word? I have not heard of that one before. We got, if it's terse, then this one would be stars. And then this is what, arbor? Oh! At bay! Oh, damn. Word that followed belly of the beast. Really fun time is had a blast. Our world is Earth. And then held in check is at Bay. Who is Ann Arbor, Mitch? I think it's a city. Town, maybe. Subject of a winter weather warning storm. Abruptly worded terse. Today I learned. Latte, coffee order with a frothy top. And apparently Ann Arbor, so that's Michigan? Is that Michigan? Apparently there's a place in Michigan called Ann Arbor. Then nightlights, stars. And finally, you might have a lot of it on your hands if you're a chef. Time. Fascinating. Oh my god, we're somehow zooming through this. Yeah, I'll say this is kind of harder to do on mobile. Zoom! Does anyone have any other suggestions? I think, like, what was it? Northern Line has a whole list of, like, movie doll type things. Book doll. Music doll. Hurdle. Oh, Jesus. You will hear the first 2 seconds of a popular song. You then have the option to guess the artist and title or skip your round. Do we want to do music doll, hurdle, or like movie doll? What do we feel most confident in? There's also categories. There's like hurdles 80s, 2000s, 90s, Drake, Adele, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, Snoop Dogg, I think, One Direction, rock, hurdle, 60s, original, Swift, hurdle. Oh wait, I just realized, is this gonna kill my copyright? I guess for 2 seconds is fine. I'll probably be relatively bad at either, but let's go. I will also be bad. This is unlimited. Let's try something that we have a better chance at. 2000s maybe? That's more recent. Maybe? Hurdle 2000s? I'm trying to pick one that's gonna be easier for us, but who knows? Okay, let's just try it. Hello? I think he's broken. Oh. That wasn't even anything! Oh my god, I'm gonna make it louder. Did you guys hear anything? That's it. That's like literally all we got. I also have no idea. How are you supposed to... Okay, skip this round. Okay. This is just the regular Hurdle Unlimited. I think you get more and more if you do something. Yeah, I'm still not really... Whose song starts like this? I might never be... Oh, we got words this time. He said, I might never be. Okay, it's a guy. It's maybe a rock band.
I might never be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might never be a knight in shining armor. I might.
Oh shit. I literally don't know who this is. I might never be a knight in shining armor. Yeah, let's do I might never be. Nope. God, I want to know what the voice sounds like. At least I can place the artist.
I might never be a knight in shining armor. I might.
Oh, knight in shining armor, maybe. Nope. Okay, we're gonna do the final one. All 16 seconds.
I might never be a knight in shining armor. I might never be the one you take home to mother. And I might never.
Okay, so they repeat I might never a lot. I'm guessing it's a word like never. Ugh. See, the thing is, it doesn't sound like any of these people. Damn. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
I might never be a knight in shining armor.
It's One
I
Direction.
might never be the one you take home to mother. And I might never be the one who brings you flowers. But I can't be the one.
Yeah, me neither. I had no idea.
Tonight, when I first saw you from across the room.
Wow, that sounds very sonically different from what I think is One Direction. Okay. Maybe try a new one? Give it a try. Oh my god, at some point I think it breaks. Hey, yo. I sometimes hear that, well, not the radio anymore, but like I see them on YouTube sometimes. I think they broke up a long time ago though, right? No? Okay, wait, maybe we can get this? Yeah, they went their separate directions. And I think one of them actually recently passed away, which kind of sucks. Well, I mean, no, that sucks a lot, actually. I think that person, I don't know which member it was, but I think he suffered with a lot of fan problems. Like they were all up in his space and not giving him privacy, I think, or something like that. Or maybe he was suffering with depression. I don't remember. Oh, drugs might also be one, yeah. Oh, okay, this gives us something at least. Maybe something more? Oh, wait. I feel like this is giving Maroon 5. I don't know why. Yo, they don't even give you the voice until the end? Are you joking? I don't know. Um, okay, that gives me, I feel like 80s or 70s. I don't know. We're doing Hurdle Unlimited because 2000s did not, their player button broke. I don't know. Dreadlock Holiday.
Always walking.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see if I can get the Hurdle 2000 to work again. Because the music button is kind of fucked up sometimes. Yeah, I think I don't know what it is. Their button just doesn't work. And I'm definitely not turning off uBlock for this. This site makes me feel like there's going to be all the types of uBlock on there. Yeah, it vaguely does sound a lot of songs. Like I'm getting this like really tropical vibe, maybe like Miami or something. Okay, wait, let's try something better. Let me try Movie Doll, the movie guessing one. Okay. Guess the movie of the day. Age, Chris Pratt. Okay. Brokeback Mountain. Next question. Brokeback Mountain. Drama. We got drama. The Grand Budapest Hotel then. Nope, that gave us nothing. It wasn't completely wrong. You can type in actors also if you want. And also genres. As you make guesses, we'll reveal the name of any actors or directors of the movie that you guessed has in common. We'll also narrow down the movie's release date as you make your guesses. If you guess a movie with the same genre as the movie of the day, we'll reveal the movie genre as well. Oh. They did not reveal anything about the names, though. Age when released. 32. Titanic. Okay, we got year before 1997. We got drama. Terminator, Mel Gibson. Wait, which Terminator? I don't know which one's the first one. Or second one. Which one do we want to go for? I guess the one before 1997. Oh, there's also the Terminator 1984. How far back do you want to go? Okay, it's past 1991, but before 1997. They still never gave us any ages. 1991, but before 19... Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking like Cinderella, but that's not drama, is it? Yeah, none of these are after... Okay. Pick a movie with a lot of actors. True. What's a movie with a lot of actors, though? Wait, when did Flubber come out? 1997. Damn it. Before Flubber. All Dogs Go to Heaven? 1996? Nope. Okay, it's before 1996. Predator. 1987, 1990. Nope. We needed to fit between 1991 and 1996. If you know anything between 1991 and 1996. Ooh, Back to the Future. Never mind. Never mind. What movies came out during that time? Oh, fantasy. We got a new genre, fantasy and drama. No movies came out during that time. It was the dark times. They don't even give us actors. The heck? Texas Chain Saw is still too early or too late. Not one actor. When did they start giving it to you? Can you search year? Nope. Highlander? 1986. Nope, too old. Gosh. Drama and fantasy? Oh god. What was fantasy at the time? Alien? Nope. You got 1979, 2004, 2014. Not even 1997. Too early. Braveheart. Oh, 1995. Oh, before 1995. Still no actors. Drama and fantasy? What's it? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Narnia? Oh, come on. Oh, well, I guess it's too early. Love Actually. No, 2003. Jurassic Park. 1993. Ooh, we could try that. Nope. After 1993. Forrest Gump? Oh no, 1994. Oh wait, we could help eliminate. Oh. Interview with the Vampire? Wait, what movie is this? Wait, they didn't even give us the actors. Yo, that's bullshit. They didn't even give us actors as a thing to guess. Yo. Okay, maybe movie emoji will be easier. Maybe it'll be easier with emojis. Possibly. What's classic? Same thing. Fill the grid. I feel like this is going to be harder to do. I don't know who these two are. Dang. Okay, wait. Let's try movie emoji. Oh, the first emoji is there's a chain link? Chain? Maybe it has to do with jail? There's a farmer. It's after 2007. Oh, nope. Is it nope? Damn. Before 2022. Shawshank Redemption. Oh, wait. Is there a farm? They specifically have a black farmer. Oh, it has to be something that's historical then. Oh god. What's that one with 12 Years a Slave? Oh shit. Oh man, I don't know why that's the first movie that comes to my mind, but yeah, that one is a pretty strong one for What the fuck is this? It's Chain Link, Black Farmer, Wheat, Broken Heart, Chain Again, Pleading Face, SOS, and then cheer. They just gave up with this part. What is this? Why are we cheering? I guess it's because I mean I never watched the end of it, but like why are we cheering? Oh my god. Okay, let's see if we can try a movie emoji pass game. Okay, let's try yesterday's. This is superhero. Wait, can you guys see the emoji? Is that better? I hope it's a little better. It's like the Superman emoji or something. The Flash? Nope. Adventure, science fiction, action. Avengers or any one of the 1,000. True. Let's do Avengers Endgame. Oh. You're right about the Avengers. I just didn't think it would be the second one. I was like, oh, sure, let's try this one. Any of them. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's try the 22nd. Game. Video game. Super Mario? Isn't that the most recent one? That Ready Player One. Okay. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna try the Super Mario movie. Nope. Video game punching fire. Also, I'm gonna need to pee. You guys think about this. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Enjoy your pee. Okay, Mortal Kombat. Okay, let's try Mortal Kombat. Oof. Let me push in my chair. Oops. Mortal Com. Oh. Before 2018. So that would be the 1995 one. Oh shit! Someone tell Florin, y'all get it right. Damn, good job, Florin. Video game, punching, fire, swords crossing, world, purple guy or man, indiscriminate, don't know who, dragon, and alien. 1995. Yo, good job, Florin. Demon, most likely. Oh. I never watched this one. I didn't even know there was a Mortal Kombat movie. Damn. Good job, Florin! You got it! It was Mortal Kombat. Okay. Rocket? Star Wars? Which one? Pick any of them. Any one of them. We don't have a year yet, so... Revenge? This one. Okay, it's not Star Wars. It is adventure, action, science fiction, and it's also past 2005. The Martian? Nope, not The Martian. Star Trek. Past 2015. So that's 2016? Nope, it's past 2016. There's fighting in it, apparently. Why are there twins? Guardians of the Galaxy? That's space, right? 2017, 2023? Nope. Before 2023. Oh, Rogue One. Wait, does that have to do with a star? Rogue One. Oh, past 2016. So not Rogue One. Rocket, space, twins, fighting, swords, and star. All the emojis are going to be space now, aren't they? Yep, probably. which is not helpful. Adventure action science fiction came out after 2016 but before 2013. Star Wars Episode 7. Nope. Not even episode... Wait, which one's episode 7? Or are you joking? I don't know. I don't follow the Star Wars lore. The Force. Oh, that's 2015. You gotta keep going. More recent. Oh, Interstellar. Sorry, I just saw that. Ooh, that was in 2014. So not that one. Gotta go more recent. More recent than Interstellar. And it's not Guardians of the Galaxy either. Interstellar was a good choice. Good guess. Space Cop? Nope, no Space Cop. Yep. I'm so confused by this. Why is there 2 people here? Twins fighting in space? Or 2 brothers fighting in space? Are they meant to be purple? I think purple is what happens when it's generic. So you don't want to indicate what race or whatever. They're just questionable. Could be anything. The Last Jedi. 2017. Ooh. Dang. We got a crown. Stars and crown in space. What is King Space Guy? Nope. Oh, you're saying I thought that was a movie. Oh my god, I thought that was a movie. I was so ready to Google a movie called King Space Guy. Oh my goodness. Are you just guessing Star Wars? Oh shit. Classic movie, King Space Guy. Couldn't believe I missed out on King Space Guy. You were on the right track at this point. You were going episode 3, Star Trek Beyond, then Star Wars The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. I think there was only a couple that stars and space could really end up being. Dang. Okay. Alright, Pierre's gonna end it here. A pretty basic stream today. Let me switch back over. Sorry we didn't get to do Infinity Nikki today because of my yapping. But we'll probably get a time to do that on Friday. And then a 24-hour stream right now. Sorry. Fioa gotta go sleep now. Before her voice gives out. That's another one. Before my voice gives out. Thank you for sticking around though for my reactive stream. I over-prepared for Infinity Nikki and thus ended up not I didn't even end up playing Infinity Nikki. We just did stuff that I could have done the 3D model with. Oh well. But yeah, thank you for the promo. Yeah, Fioa got merch if you feel like getting any. The water bottle can confirm. I always use that water bottle, so if you want to use the same water bottle that Fury uses on stream, that's the water bottle. Literally, I wish I was joking. I'm not actually joking. You think I'm saying that because like, oh, she wants to promote her water bottle. No, I literally bought it just to test it out to see if it was good or not, and now I just use it daily. Yeah. I can't even defend myself from that one. But yeah. Yeah, the camelback one, the sport one. I wish I could say that as like, oh, Fioa, why are you being so ad sponsored? And no, it is in fact actually just a good product, so it's good. I like it. Bladder. Oh my goodness. Hashtag Fioa bottle. Got the silicone nib for the mouth and everything. It's great. Wait, why did chat break? Okay, there we go. But yeah, let's raid Guav, who is doing some VGen art and video game. Very cool. Very, very cool. It's possible some of y'all may already be watching them. In which case, I'm glad to be able to assist in combining streams. But yeah, let's go watch Guav do some art. Very amazing art right now. I will start the braid. There we go. Yay! Okay. And also do raid message. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Fioa's voice is going out the window. Oh, wait, hold on. I wonder if this gives me an opportunity. Oh yeah. The one good thing about my voice getting all raspy is that I can do RRs easier. It happens until the ara-ara-ness just gets stronger as time goes by. But yeah, please enjoy watching Guav. Be kind, be nice. They are an amazing person and a very talented artist. But yeah, thank you for coming to stream. I hope you enjoyed my yapping and my little story about my experience on the weekend. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. I'm not usually that much of a yapper for just chatting streams, which is why we always have a game. But I thought it would be cool to try and do it for this weekend. But yeah, I'll see y'all on Wednesday? Question mark? Goodbye.